Okay, thanks, Liz. According to the Centers for Disease Control's annual report, drug overdoses are on the rise. KRCG 13's Kaylee Peterson takes a look at why it's a growing issue here in mid-Missouri.
According to the CDC, more people in America are dying from drug overdoses than car accidents. One mid-Missouri man knows the heartache of losing a child to an overdose too well.
I came home and found him overdosing and without a pulse, and CPR'd him and called 911, but he'd been without oxygen so long, kind of like being underwater too long. You lose oxygen to the brain. You have, only so many minutes to live under those circumstances.
Jim's son Cody passed away that day in 2011. 50,000 Americans died from drug overdoses in 2015. That's the most ever. Heroin deaths rose 23% to 13,000. Deaths from synthetic opioids rose 75%. And prescription painkillers were the cause of the most deaths, but saw the smallest increase compared to years past. Overall, the number of people who died from drug overdoses rose 11% last year, totaling around 52,000 deaths. In comparison, approximately 38,000 people died from motor vehicle accidents. Joy Sweeney with the Council for Drug-Free Youth says too many adolescents feel invincible when it comes to drug use.
The misperception that they're having is that they've already used drugs when adults told them not to, and they lived through it. So they think that using these prescription drugs or misusing prescription drugs or taking heroin, they're going to be able to live through those too, and a lot of people aren't.
CDFY provides resources to schools in order to teach kids about the negative effect drugs have on lives. After all, Jim says educating youth is critical in preventing death by overdose.
We really have to work on a higher level of educating our kids for how bad the problem is.
Reporting in mid-Missouri, Kaylee Peterson, KRCG 13.
The CDC also says the rates for 8 of the 10 leading causes of death rose last year. This caused the nation's life expectancy to go down for the first time in more than 20 years. To learn more about the Council for Drug-Free Youth,